All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier self hypnosis coach and your personal guide. So today's pod is a really special one because I know that this is something that, as digital coaches, this is something that we feel and that we experience very often. Let's say you're going through a rough patch. Let's say, you're doing a lot of the searching, but you're not finding. And when this happens, it's very easy to kind of lose track, to feel like you're out of sync. Um, and in a general context, it doesn't feel really good. Now, the flip side is um, whether it is during this phase or maybe it's a phase that was before this where things were going well. Let's say maybe it was a phase where you hadn't hit a wall yet. In that phase, you definitely would have had moments where you had what we call the inspired nudges. By that, I mean that you would have definitely had these moments, you would have had these days where you just thought of something out of the blue and you might have acted on it, right? Either you went like gung ho or you did just one um, at that point, maybe a seemingly small step. You may have taken a small step. And let's assume after that, you went through a phase or a patch where things weren't 100% the way you would have wanted it to. And it just felt like you were in a bit of a downward spiral, right? And especially as a digital coach, you know what it is to have, creative uh, swings where sometimes you feel you're like going like a rocket ship. Sometimes you feel like you're plummeting down to the um, depths of let's say the depths. Okay, so the interesting thing is that when you actually give into those inspired nudges, especially when when everything is going according to plan, when everything is going in a way where it really feels like you're on the right track, and when you give into those nudges, it's at a later stage when you will start to discover the power of those inspired nudges. So this is just a reminder, especially to you, as a digital coach, if you're right now at that point where you feel, you're not in sync, um, just remember that you've already sowed the seeds of things going really well, of things only being better for you. And sooner or later, you will start to notice the benefits of the inspired nudges that you had earlier. Why am I saying this? Because I myself am noticing that again at this point in my life. So, um, take heart that all is not lost, and that you know it's literally like the cycle of life. So maybe if you had a really good phase and then you kind of went into a phase of doubt or a phase of confusion, or maybe it's like whatever you were trying. Now, this could be in the context of maybe a marketing program that you were running to get more clients or to build your content base or your database or whatever it is that you were trying. And you kept trying and trying and trying, and it wasn't working. And then eventually you kind of got to that point where it was like the frustration kind of went to the next level, and it literally felt like you had kind of lost lost out or lost track. Just remember that life is and nature is cyclical. So you're literally coming back now again into that phase. And I can promise you this, that those inspired nudges are already bearing fruit, even if you haven't yet noticed them. So, uh, especially at this point in your life, if you feel, um, you know, that you want to reach out, if there's any way in which I can help you, definitely let me know. And of course, in the coming days, I will be sharing with you, a community as a resource, a community that you can be part of, um, especially if you're somebody, as a digital coach, where you're looking to um, have that sense of accountability, have that sense of community. So definitely, I am looking forward to hearing from you. And of course, as always, remember to live with purpose. So look forward to seeing you in the next pod. This pod, of course, as you know, it happens on Facebook and then on YouTube as well. So see you in the next one, and have a wonderful day ahead, or week ahead, and wishing you all the very best. Thanks. So take care. God bless, and see you in the next one.